hate to say I told you so. Or I hate to say I'm going to tell you so. But go ahead. Get prepared for tomorrow. If you live in Eastern North Carolina, there's no school. Has anybody actually told me this? No. But I consider myself a fairly good species of school. And so, because I don't think we're having school, I'm cooking 10 pounds of chicken wings. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bobby. It's coming. So, all day long I've been like, do y'all think we're having school? And people are like, yes, we're having school. I'm like, no, we're not. You people are so excited, especially the young mothers, the young parents. They're feeling so excited. They just got their kids back to school. I mean, they are tickled to pieces. You're not having any school tomorrow? No. Right now, the superintendent is sitting at his house. He's talking to the bus people. Wayne County schools are closed. I mean, right this minute, schools are closing. Northampton County, which is to the left of us, so it's west and north of us, they're closed. I mean, I don't even think they closed today at lunch. Nash County's closed. Yep. What else? Terrell County, that's right across the water from us. Yep, it's closed. I think Nash County schools might have closed all week. Those fools love to close. No offense to anybody in Nash County. It's my county. But Nash County somehow manages to go to school the least of any county in the state. They say that you don't wash them first. What? Wash chicken? I've never heard of that in my life. North Carolina schools were on remote learning tomorrow. The Weather Channel said that? What the hell do they know? They don't know that. I mean, they might be like me and be like, well, it's going to happen because we know. Don't forget your trampoline. What trampoline? My trampoline blew away the last time. You don't parboil your chicken? What language are you all speaking? Parboil. This is chicken. I put it on the egg. This is what I do. I put the chicken on the egg, and then I find a new paintbrush and I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to get my dressing. Oh, I had a haircut today. Thank you. I'm already used to being out of school. We've been 2 days, and Amos today stayed home with a stomach ache. No remote learning in Asheville. Yes, now if I lived in Asheville, I would not think you all would be out of school. Because that would be like if we got out for snow and you were in Asheville. But Eastern North Carolina is going to get rain. Don't you have makeup days at the end of the year? No. Chicken should be rinsed and patted dry. I'm going to have to find an expert. I'm going to call Vivian Howard after I get off this video. She's not going to answer. I'm going to leave her a voicemail. Vivian, I always wash my chicken first. I'm about to cook the chicken in like 900-degree temperatures. Why would I wash it? I mean, if there's any bacteria on it, I'm going to cook the mess out of it. Take down your table umbrella. It's like sprinkling. I mean, there's no urgency. Even though when you watch the news people, I was watching the news people today, and I'm not kidding you. One person's like, it's getting bad out here. It's bad. And you're like looking behind him, and they're like 80 surfers in the water, and the water is glassy. It's not bad. I mean, do we need drama? Do you remember that time the person was acting like they were getting blown by the wind, and then these two, like, buffoons walked behind him real slow? And then this one guy on Good Morning America, I don't know who the devil he is, he was standing, he was like pretending he was standing on the road, but then he let it slip that he was on the beach, and he had pants and shoes on and was standing in the water. Like, who goes out of their way to go stand in 6 inches of water with pants on, unless you're looking for drama. Like all you people arguing about this damn chicken. The chicken. Yes, the Weather Channel exaggerates. I know, I was hoping Jim Cantori was going to show up around here. But I ain't seen him. I believe you shouldn't wash chicken. Well, if there's one thing I know about being on the internet, it is that I know you people cannot agree on nothing. No, sirree, Bobby. Everybody disagrees about everything. Yep. Because nobody knows about nothing better than so-and-so's mama did it 10 years ago. And that's just how it's going to be. I'll put this chicken right there. There we go. And now I'm going to do something that's going to gross all you out. I'm going to wipe my hands, my chicken hands, and then I'm going to lick them. No, I'm not licking them. Okay, putting the chicken in the grill. Now, I'm going to take my one shoe. Let's check on the weather here. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. My plants might die. Where's the seasoning? I'm not there yet. People. Ooh. Ooh. Whew. Are you having a hurricane party? Alone? I am, I reckon. There is one tiny problem, is that I don't have any sides to go with dinner. So we're having chicken and a thing of Sister Schubert. As long as we have batteries. I did change the smoke alarm. Having a supporter has changed my life. Shit, it's boiling. Doggone it. You're not supposed to boil it. You can ruin it. Frick. Doggone it. If I sit here and watch the stuff, it doesn't even cook. But if I leave it, it boils. What is that? Okay, now we're going to let her cook her chicken. Let me see if I need tater tots. We got mozzarella stick. Aha! Look at that. To the rescue. Tater tots. Okay. Half bag, $4.50. Okay. Let's see here. I'm like Julia frickin' Rock. Is Amos, did he have a stomachache? Yes. So, my 9-year-old with autism can green beans. Ew. Stayed home today. We got all the way to school. And I realize that some of you take typical kids to school every day and you think, it's kind of hard. It's this, it's that, it's the other. You ain't got no idea. So this morning, from 6:45 until 8 o'clock is hard times at my house, in case you're wondering. It's really hard. So you have to start by getting Amos out of bed, which usually involves my husband pretending to chase him. But today my husband was already in the shower, so that wasn't going to work. So we moved on from that, and we put a wooden spoon in the pan. I have a wooden spoon. What sister? Who has a sister? Not me. I ain't got no sister. Got him downstairs. We sleep with our. This is tricky. we sleep with our clothes on for the next day. So we have that done. And then we decided he wanted pancakes from McDonald's. I have on one shoe because I'm not going to let the dog hide it. So I'm going to keep it on until I find the other one. And then, ooh, let's see how this is going here. See how my chicken is. Okay. Oh, looks good. Okay, now we're going to do the sauce. I get him in the car. He does not put shoes on. Okay, the shoes, I don't know if this paintbrush is really ideal, but anyway, oh, well, that's okay. We go to McDonald's. I can't get him out of the car. I open 3 car doors and the back. Every time I open a door, he goes to a different part of the car, which is fun. Especially when they're regular people dropping their regular kids off at school, and their kids are just getting out of the car, and the parents are like in pajamas, and just minding their own business, living the life of Riley, but not us. So finally, I convinced him that we'll go in and he doesn't have to stay, because I couldn't think of any other way to get him in there. So we go in, and we go pee-pee. So we go find, like, the principal's bathroom. Ain't nobody saying nothing to us, because they've all seen me, like, pulling an arm out of the car. Right? Right. And we go to the bathroom, and then we decide we're not going to go to his regular classroom. Oh, my gosh, I haven't even emailed his teacher. I'm sure she thinks I'm nuts. We go to his EC teacher, Miss Bonner. We sit down in there. She calls, gets somebody to bring some Legos down. He sits in my lap. I promise I'm not going to leave. And we sit there for an hour while I tried to figure out, is he sick or is he just anxious? If there's one thing I know about Amos, he cannot fake sick. Like, he was really tired yesterday. He didn't eat dinner last night. He was really tired this morning. A wily 9-year-old could pretend to be tired and lethargic. Amos cannot. Like, that's not in his wheelhouse. So I do think his stomach was hurting. This is a long answer to somebody's question. But was it hurting because he was anxious or nervous? Or was it hurting because he has a bug? I don't know. But it was hurting. The nurse looked at him. I looked at him and decided we were going to leave and go home. And we did. And he has not eaten. He didn't eat lunch either. So clearly he doesn't feel well. So anyway, anxiety. He's taking his anxiety medicine. I think he's got a little bit of a bug. He had a bug last week that was a different bug, and I think he has another bug this week. That's what I think. And I'm his mother, so I get to decide. Right? Right. Okay, then we've got to go up and get the flipper so we can flip the chicken. Oh, I just got sauce on my toe. We can flip the chicken. Oops. Gosh, I wish I had some rum or something. Bless his heart. Yeah. So anyway, we've been home. Well, I went to the hair cuttery, my friend Lori, and cutting up with Lori. And then Russell, my 16-year-old, is still home. He doesn't start school till next week. He babysat for me in return for 2 chicken sandwiches from his favorite restaurant, the Herringbone. And then, what else? That's it. That's it. That's the day in a nutshell. Now, we have sauced the chicken. We are going to put this down. Hi. I'm sweating. Who? Oh.
Why is it so hot out here?
Because there's a hurricane coming.
That's one.
What's in your mouth?
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah, you can swim.
Even with the hurricane coming? Dad, is it safe to swim?
All right, now it is.
Sounds like it's about to start
It is
raining.
humid, isn't it?
Can we go tubing?
I don't think it's, the rain may really start.
I don't think it's going to start till like tonight. It's going to be real bad in the morning. I'm waiting for them to cancel school.
Lawrence canceled like 2 hours ago.
Oh, they did?
Adrian, you doing the cooking?
Yeah, I've become the cook.
What have you got?
You're
I'm
literally
making
just using one spice.
Chicken wings. what your son recommended or asked for.
Yeah, it looks good.
And tater tots.
Did you put this on the other side?
No, I just put that on and I closed it up just a minute ago.
Let me hold it.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you...
Where'd you get this sauce idea from?
I made the sauce. That's Pop Joel's sauce.
No.
It is too.
No, it isn't. It's too thin.
Well, I boiled it by accident. It's 1 cup of ketchup, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 stick of butter, 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes, and a teaspoon of Worcestershire.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure
That
to
is annoying
subscribe.
when you say that.
Subscribe
Okay,
and
stop. You don't have a channel.
Subscribe.
Stop. You don't even have a channel to
What's your
subscribe
goal
to.
as far as the temperature of this thing?
I don't have any idea. What should it be?
It should be hotter than that.
Well, I just had
Hi
closed it up.
Sharon, Miss Sharon.
Yeah.
Miss Sharon.
Hi Miss Mary.
Why are you calling people Miss plus their
Miss
first name?
Margaret.
You know I don't like that. You're doing it on purpose.
Blake's a good ping pong player.
Miss Donna. Yeah, me and Dad are about the same level. I'd
Dad
say.
and I.
Almost.
Where's Russell?
He started the grill for me and then offered to teach me how to start the grill. Why don't you go take a little dip? I would if I had my bathing suit on. And Lori said I can't get my hair wet.
I don't have my swim cap.
You don't need a swim cap.
I don't want to get my hair wet.
Blair's starting swim team, so she's walking around in a Speedo today.
It's not a Speedo.
Okay, I've got to go up and get something. Oh, my flipper.
I need you to watch me swim.
Honey, go ahead and jump in there. I'll watch you.
It's a hurricane. I'm scared to do
You're, go swim over and get my kayak that I left that floated to the neighbors. You want to see it?
I need an ice water before I do anything.
Look at this. Hold on. I'll show you. Look at that kayak over there. See it? Right there. Click on it. Nobody will go get it. Are you at the beach? We're in Eden. Hey, go get that kayak. You could swim over there and I'll pay you $20.
There are rocks over there.
There's no rocks.
I don't want to die.
Okay. That's done. Sauce in here. Okay. I'm going to get the flippers. Get this. Okay.
Can I show them something?
What?
Look. Tell them to look.
What is it? I don't know if you need to be sucking down Dr. Pepper at this time of night. So anyway, school has not been canceled. It will be shortly. I've never been wrong. Well, I've been wrong about a lot of things. I've never been wrong about that. It's just like snow. Our new superintendent, though, he'll let us know pretty soon. He really doesn't want us to miss school. The old superintendent, he would make you wait till the next day. I swear it's just because Dr. Rob Jackson, if you're out there watching, you know I'm talking about you. I love Dr. Jackson, but Dr. Jackson would make people wait and get up at 5 a.m. You'd wake up to the phone ringing, and then, voila, you couldn't even, oh, this chicken is cooking quick. You had to, this is going to be good. I'm impressed with myself. Does it seem like a lot of chicken? Do it for free for your mother. No, if I want to do it, I'm going to have to do it myself. It's the same reason I've learned to cook chicken wings. Gosh, these are cooking not very even. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to burn them up. It's hard for me to read comments at the same time. Do Does Amos... What? What's happening with the hurricane? I haven't looked. Do y'all know? Washington County is out for tomorrow. Yeah, everybody's out. That's how I know we're going to be out. So this is an interesting story to me. I went today to the post office because do y'all go on Instagram? So I was on Instagram, and Instagram like has this thing where they show you things you might like. Well, I'm a huge sucker for that stuff. So I don't even know if that's what this was, but anyway, I see a picture of Paris Jackson. You know who Paris Jackson is? Paris Jackson is Michael Jackson's child that he had with Debbie. I read this long article. Paris Jackson in the article had these shoes on called Moos, M-O-U. And I really had a hankering for those shoes. So I buy the shoes. It says they're size 6, but 37s. And I'm like, well, I wear 37. They didn't have the size 7, which is 38, and I thought they were wrong. So I order them. Today they come in. They look like I have on like Madame Alexander shoes. I mean, they tiny. So I decide I'm going to go ahead and just take them back right now to the post office so I don't forget and then, not get my money back or whatever. I go in the post office and I'm kicking the box with my foot because it's big, and I was looking for the return code on my phone, and there's a woman in front of me, an older woman, and she has on plastic goggles and a mask. And I'm kicking this box, towards her, and she's like where y'all are, and I'm here, and I get to maybe here. So if I had reached out and leaned, I could have touched her. And you know what she did? She went like this. Whoa. And I was like, whoa, you're okay. I'm not coming any closer. She goes, and why don't you have on a mask? I've now become a mask hole. I said, well, because I just got over COVID about 3 weeks ago. Well, what does that matter? I said, well, I have immunity for 10 minutes. I mean, I know I can't. She goes, nope. Are you vaccinated? I said, hell yeah, I'm vaccinated. Have you been boosted? I said, yes. I said, and those darn boosters made me sicker than the darn COVID. She goes, well, I'm not gonna get it. I said, well, do you see your family members? And she says, if they have on masks. And so this woman is behind me, and she works at Regulator Boats, and she and I are kind of sitting there. She's sort of snickering a little bit. She's probably a little older than me. And we're kind of talking, and the woman goes up to the cash register, and she's clearly lonely. Like, she is talking to the postman like there's not 500 people in line. And I said to her, I was like, one thing about COVID that was really sad that we didn't, when we didn't have a vaccination, nobody knew. It was scary, or I was scared. Some of y'all might not be, but I was. And I didn't want to get my parents sick. I didn't want to, put anybody in harm's way. But now we know better. We know, like, yes, you could wear a mask and that could help you. But I mean, I'm telling you, I've had COVID 4 times and I've had 8,000 shots. And I'm not getting any more shots because I have this autoimmune thing. So it makes, basically every month I get somebody's plasma and it wipes out the immunity, which is why I have such a strong reaction to the shot. I would have to get a booster shot every month to have it work. And I ain't doing it. Do I care if somebody else does? No. And I'm also not going to wear a mask. I'm just not. I would if I were sick. I mean, I've become that person. So I hate to say that I am, but I've changed my mind. I don't wear a mask anymore. So go ahead. Get me. Be like, you were wrong. You were a hypocrite. It's true. Totally true. I don't wear a mask anymore. I'm done. Now, if I were sick, I would wear a mask. And what made me think about it was remember when people were really sick in the hospital, so they have cancer, they're dying in a hospital, and their loved ones can't be with them. And I was like, that is so sad to me. And I agree that we had to do it. But here's this woman in her 80s. She can't even have me within 3 feet of her. She's not seeing her family. And the pandemic was what? 2.5 years ago? So I said, I'm not scared to die. I mean, I've become this person, right? And she was like, well, I'm not scared to die. I'm scared of being disabled. Isn't that an interesting thing? I'm scared of being disabled. And I said, now I'll tell you one thing I'm not scared of is being disabled. I have a child with a disability. And that is not scary to me. And then this woman behind me is like, I've seen you on Facebook. You write that tale, something. I said, that's right. And she said, you have Amos, you know? And I said, yeah. Well, I thought to myself, let's say she stays healthy. She's never had COVID. Clearly the goggles and the mask and the shots are working. She doesn't get within 3 feet of people. But she has no life. I mean, she might have a life. Maybe I'm just being dramatic, but I think she's an example of there are people out there that really are alone and struggling and scared, and they're not living. You know? They're not living. And it just makes me sad because I thought, what if I hadn't seen my parents in 3 years and then they died? So like you might live a little longer, but yeah, if you have no life, it's not even worth it. You know? Anyway, that's my Stuart Smalley deep thoughts for the day. And if you told me 3 years ago that I would say that, I probably wouldn't have known I would have. But I will say that the vaccine really made me feel better. And like group immunization, I've used the Paxlovid when I've been sick. I mean, I take advantage of all medicine that is available to me. But I'm kind of done with the other. You know, you've never had COVID. Well, I have COVID every 8 seconds. And I've also had the flu. And I'm not one of those people that's comparing COVID to flu. But I will say I have felt worse. I felt worse when I got the COVID vaccine than when I got COVID. Now, that doesn't undermine the fact that people died of COVID. And I know that. But at this point, I'm sweating and I can't wear a mask. That's where I am right now. I just spent 6 days in the hospital from COVID. If it comes around again, I'll mask. And I don't blame you for masking. I just thought it was interesting to be at the post office for no reason. She was at the post office to ask the postman why he thought her mail had been so late lately. This is not an emergency. This is somebody who is desperate to be out and talk to people. If you were terrified of getting COVID, your ass shouldn't be in the post office at 4:30 with a bunch of people like me sweating with no mask on. I mean, I'm only 48, but I noticed it. Anyway, that's it. That's all you get today. You want to see my chicken? Oh, now I can make a painkiller. Oh, it's on 300. I have no idea how you adjust heat. Look at this. Look at this. So this is how many wings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 50 wings for like $25, 60 wings. Pretty good, huh? Like a modern housewife. Okay, subscribers. I'll see y'all in a minute. And people, parents that are making plans for tomorrow and you live in Chowan County, we're not having school. So don't wait around for the call to come. Just go ahead and accept it. It's going to happen. There's no school tomorrow. The rain's going to be out of here by like 11 a.m. You're going to be bitching and moaning and like, why didn't we have school? It's just the way it is. We can't have any bus drivers getting hit by trees. Be kind.